What's going on, everybody? It's AJ Martucci from the Underdog Velocity Program. We are back with a special interview for one of my underdogs, Tyler. Blessed to have you here, man. Not gonna steal your thunder. Let you introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi guys, I'm Tyler Egner. I'm from Minnesota. Yeah, I play baseball and I love pitching.
You don't just play baseball. I know you play basketball and football as
Yep,
well, right?
yep.
So multi-sport, high school guy. What year are you in right now?
I'm a sophomore this year.
Sweet, man. Just getting ready for baseball season. I know you just had practice. We were just kind of chatting about that.
Yep, I'm ready.
Sweet.
I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. Um, when we first met, I mean, we've been working together now for over 6 months, which is pretty crazy because I feel like we had just met that from that initial call.
Yeah.
What are some struggles that you had, like when you first came to see if the Underdog Velocity program would even be a good fit for you?
So when I first started, it was kind of slow. I gotta get like used to the pace, and I'm like, like I really want this for me. And I'm like, I didn't know if this really was gonna work, and I kept doing the workouts, and I like kept throwing them. Like I'm not seeing anything, but I just kept sticking with it, like do it every day and they give you like certain workouts and I think they like work everything. So it worked out for me.
Yeah, I'm saying more specifically when like before we started working
Oh,
together.
okay.
Like what were some
Yeah.
struggles that you had pitching wise?
Yeah. So I mean I was like this 5'11". I mean I wasn't too heavy. I was kind of like a
Yeah,
skinny
you were like
round kid.
155. Where are you at right now?
Yep. I'm at like 173. So
Let's
I
go,
put on
man.
some
That's
weight.
awesome.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, I didn't throw that hard. I was throwing like maybe 70, 71 miles per hour before I got introduced to this guy. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get better at pitching.
So, like, what was the real goal there? Like, I know, like, you wanted to get better at pitching, you wanted to increase velocity, but some of the things that you had mentioned when we first met were like you wanted to play college baseball and like
Yeah,
things of that nature. So, like, is that still on the forefront for you, or do you have
yeah,
different goals now?
definitely. That's my main goal in my life is, just get a scholarship or a full ride to a college, go play college baseball, which is it's always been my dream, man.
Yeah, no, dude, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we dove into that on our call and talked about like your training and things like that and kind of like how it worked. And obviously you're like, all right, like I'm gonna give this a shot. Um, and what was it that really made you go from like, I'm thinking about this to, hey, like I'm gonna take a chance on this and I think this is the right program for me.
Yeah, so I looked up on your Instagram account and there's just a bunch of guys who are like, kind of like me. I mean, like they're in the same situation. I mean, they wanted to get better, they wanted to throw harder, just to be an overall better pitcher. And I'm like, we do Google Meet, which we did earlier. I'm like, this is really gonna work out for me. I want to get better velocity. I mean, it works on your mechanics and everything. Everything you need is a pitcher, basically.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. It's cool because it's different for everybody, man. Like I have
Yeah,
guys that right away they're like, listen, I've tried a bunch of things, nothing works for me. So like I'm gonna try this because it sounds good because it covers everything, and like they're all in right away. Other guys are like, this sounds too good to be true. Like I don't know, like if I'm gonna be able to do this because it covers a lot, but then they're like, all right, like I have nothing to lose at this point, and they give it a shot. So that's why I was curious, like what your journey was, because we all have our own
yeah.
journey.
Hmm.
Um, all right, cool. So then I know you kind of alluded to this earlier, but you dove into the program. I built you out your plan. We're covering all five pillars of the pitcher's pyramid consistently throughout the week. And at what point did you feel like, hey, like this is actually starting to work? Like, was it right away? Did it maybe take a little bit of like mechanical adjustments and training? Like, what was your experience with that?
Yeah, so definitely like at the start, I kind of like felt like I got to get this going more. Like, I mean, like the workouts and stuff, like I was doing them and like I didn't really feel anything. And then a couple months in the program, I started throwing. I'm like, I'm really feeling like I'm throwing harder. Like my arm pain's going away. Like I'm not feeling anything after the day I throw. Or I noticed I'm getting stronger in my legs and my shoulder area definitely, which is really good. It's what I want.
Yeah, I mean, that path is always different for everybody. Like, I have guys that instantly see a change in velocity because we
Yeah,
make some mechanical changes and they're utilizing their body a little bit more than they were before. But a lot of guys, like similar to yourself, where we have to clean up some mechanical parts and then also we have to develop your body properly in the weight room and everything, which
yeah,
doesn't happen overnight, but If you're doing it properly, it happens over time, which is obviously the product that you saw, like you're a product of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool, man. So now, like going through this whole process and wanting to be a college pitcher, and I know you're only a sophomore in high school, but you're getting in the thick of the recruiting process. So we definitely want to continue to get you like in the low to mid 80s and continue to progress from there from the left
Yeah.
side. Um,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any different kind of perspective on pitching after going through this in terms of like high level training and like what it's going to take for you to reach that higher level, or is it kind of unchanged in your opinion?
Oh, there's definitely a change. I think it's obviously just like wanting to getting to throw harder. I mean, um, like the different workouts, or forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay, man. Like the different perspective on pitching itself,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
to be able to train to be a high level pitcher. Like, has that changed
yeah.
your perspective after going through
Um,
this?
Definitely. I mean, like the workouts are gonna be a lot more like with my I do like different like workouts for school, and then I'm definitely doing these ones. I'll
Right.
probably keep on progressing with those, like different med balls and stuff like that. And pitching, I'm gonna feel a lot more confident on the mound. I'm gonna obviously attack a lot more now that I can throw a little harder, a lot harder, which is
Yeah.
gonna which is gonna be a lot. I'm gonna feel a lot better up there, more comfortable.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. A lot of guys report like, hey, like I used to just long toss and lift weights, and like now that I'm covering all these aspects of my game, like I definitely have a different type of appreciation for it. That what goes
Yeah,
into it, because you watch your favorite guys on TV, they make it look so easy, and then once you really go through it and see like what it actually takes to pitch at a high level, especially as a smaller guy, it is a lot. But if you're
yeah,
dedicated and willing to put in the work, it works, and you're obviously a product of that too. Which I'm super proud of you. I know you're proud of yourself. I'm sure your
yeah,
family is as well. And this is just the beginning. So I'm happy to shout you out. I know you mentioned literally right before we hopped on here that you hit a PR like in a bullpen in February in Minnesota after, you know, throwing way harder than you were mid-season last year in the summer. So like kind of just tell us about that, man. Like kind of brag about yourself.
yeah. I mean, I before like as soon as I started the program, I was throwing what 70, 71 miles per
About
hour.
7, yeah, about 71,
Yep.
yeah.
And I just threw one yesterday, and I'm throwing 77. So I've gained about 6 or 7 miles per hour on my fastball, and my off speeds, and just everything is looking a lot greater. I mean, different coaches have like pointed me out. They're like, "You're getting bigger, you're getting stronger." Like, I'm excited to see what you're gonna do this spring and summer. So yeah,
Yeah, dude, absolutely. And you gained like literally almost 20 pounds as well through this
yeah,
whole process. And being a
I know.
multi-sport athlete and everything, like that's a testament to your dedication because I know that's not easy either. Trying to
Yeah,
eat all that food and stuff. So good for you, man.
hmm, yeah,
Sweet. So yeah, I mean 77 miles per hour in a February bullpen in again in Minnesota where as we know like it's super super cold. Like mid-season form in a nice day, like when you're really out there letting it loose in a competitive environment, like there's no
yeah.
doubt in my mind you'll be at least 80 plus, if not
I
higher,
hope
as
so.
we continue to push it. So I mean, you're in a great spot, man. Like that should
Yeah,
really fire you up.
I'm
Uh,
excited.
yeah, for sure, man. So like what's next for you? Like what is this season looking like? Like you're looking JV, varsity, like what kind of role do you think they might have for you?
Definitely hoping I'm gonna play some varsity this year. I mean, they need some arms, and I think that'll be a good spot for me. I mean, I'm a lefty, and probably the only lefty on the team that's gonna be pitching this year. So
Oh,
I feel
nice.
like if I get that and just keep working, we'll see where summer brings me.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude, that's awesome. And then obviously going through the recruiting process this summer and
Yeah,
into next summer, hopefully, and just kind of seeing like where you land in that regard. So, it's a nerve-wracking time, I'm sure, but it is exciting. You're doing all the right things. As I said, multi-sport athlete as well, like going through football season and basketball season and stuff. So I know that's not easy, but it's fun. I'm sure it's fun. You're playing all these different sports with your friends and
yeah.
stuff. So definitely do that as long as you can. Um, Awesome, man. Just one last question. Not going to take too much of your time. If a parent or a player is watching this and is kind of on the fence of either joining or even just like applying and being like, "Hey, should I book a call with this guy and like see if this is
Yeah.
for me?" Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of unsure about a few things. Like, what is some honest advice that you would give them just based on your experience so far?
I would 100% agree on what this guy's talking about. He's not fake. He knows what he's talking about. I contacted him out a couple six months ago or whatever. And I'm like, I want to get better at the pitching. He's like, yeah, I'll get you in there. He got me in. He's pitching the different pitching pyramid workouts he gives you stuff. It's just amazing. I 100% let your kid do it, man.
Sweet, man. I appreciate the kind words. And
Yeah,
I'm not paying you to say that either. As
yeah,
like I appreciate that. At the very least, like whether people join or not, like I love stories like yours just because it is inspirational to, guys your age, guys younger than you, even sometimes guys older than you, because it's easy to kind of get caught in the matrix of like, hey, like coaches think I'm too small, maybe I am too small, like nothing's working for me, like. And it's like, no, like there is a path to get there if you have the right guidance, whether that's with me or with somebody else. But,
yeah,
obviously, it's worked for you and I'm excited for what the future holds for you, man.
yeah. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. So, we'll get out of here, but I just wanted to give you a chance for maybe like some closing thoughts. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we kind of head out? Maybe some comments or anything like that on the program or just baseball in general?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for everything. I mean, you're getting me better. I'm excited to see where baseball takes me, and I'll keep up with the workouts, even though you're like cheering me on and stuff and checking up on me. It's yeah, I'm excited to see where it all goes.
Awesome, man. Well, definitely gonna be following you. Stay in contact, keep pushing the envelope here, and I'm
Yeah,
excited to see how you do this season. And I'm sure so are you. And we'll
appreciate it.
be following you the whole time. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you.
All right, man. We will talk soon.
All right, see you later.
All right, bye bye.